Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Holistic Back Health series. Today we will speak on your hip external rotation. I oftentimes see more guys than girls struggling with the hip external rotation. But it's a very necessary function of our hip, and if we don't have enough range of motion in our hip's external rotation, then the lower back has to compensate for it, and the lower back is not made for much rotation. So let's start with a test now to try to find out if you have potential for improvement in your hip external rotation.
Stand upright and position your stick perpendicular on the floor with a 90-degree angle in your elbow. Now you lift the opposite side's leg up until you have a 90-degree angle in your hip and your knee. Then you turn your hip until you reach the stick with your heel. Make sure not to bring the stick towards you and try to stay as upright as possible in your upper back. When you're able to reach the stick, you pass the test. If not, great, we just found potential for improvement. Be aware of differences between the two legs and work more on the one that you struggle with more. For your first exercise, you sit as upright as possible on the floor. Pull one knee towards you and put the other one on top of it so that you feel a stretch in your glutes. Make sure you flex your foot of the upper leg to help minimizing the strain on your knee. Have your hand supporting you to sit as upright as possible, and you can also use one hand to push the knee even more forward into the stretch. Here you see it from the side. Try to move your hips as close to the standing foot as possible to increase the stretch. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds and breathe slowly into your belly and lower rib cage. For the following exercise, you get into a side plank position on your hand. Now you pull one knee as close to your hips as possible and position it on the floor. Try to wiggle the other leg down even further until you really feel the stretch in your upper butt cheek. Hold this position and try to go up and down to further increase the stretch and also to bring some movement into the position. If that's too hard for you, or if you have some discomfort in your hand, you can always do this exercise on your elbow as well. Go for 30 to 60 seconds hold or 10 to 15 repetitions if you're going up and down. For this exercise, you need a stick and a chair or table. Choose a height that is challenging but not making it too difficult for you to keep a good form. Position one foot with a 90-degree angle in the knee on the chair and rotate the hip outward. Hold the stick above your head, pull it slightly apart and try to elongate your spine as much as possible. Now you move your hips down and back by bending the standing leg. You can also rotate your upper body in the direction of the upper leg to intensify the stretch. With every breath in, you focus on elongating your spine. When breathing out, you try to move your hips down even further. Hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds. Now we're going to do the same thing without a chair. For that, you first have the stick pressed down into the floor in front of you. And now you put one leg on the other and move your hips back and down slowly. If you really can't stabilize yourself in that position, hold on to a wall or something else. To progress, you now take the stick over your head and pull it slightly apart. While elongating your spine, you try to move your hips down more and more. Hold that position for 30 to 60 seconds. For your final exercise, you hold the stick above your head again, pull it slightly apart and cross your legs. Now you slide your back foot even further to the side while bending your upper body towards the other side as much as possible. You should feel a stretch in the standing legs glute muscles. Go slowly in the beginning, and if you feel comfortable with the movement, you can try to pick up the pace and use the elastic recoil of your hip muscles to get you back up. Go for 10 to 15 repetitions with this exercise.
If you like this video and if you want to continue watching this series, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you click the notification bell so that you don't miss any further videos. And please give it also a thumbs up and leave a comment if you have any questions, and I'm very happy to answer them for you. See you in the next episode. Bye.